So what's going on, Gas Gang? Today we are back with a long overdue update video on my Porsche 911 Turbo S. Yes, I still own it. Yes, it's gonna be savage. And yes, it is nearly ready. Stay tuned for this one. It's gonna be sick. Let's get it. Welcome to Officially Gas. Let's get it. So yes guys, as the intro said today, and finally, we are back with an update video on my Porsche 911 Turbo S. And I want to give my apologies to everyone who's been crying out for that Turbo S content, and I haven't been able to give you anything. I'll explain a little bit more, but basically the car went into ES Motor UK with a certain build in mind, and as all things, with Officially Gassed and me, things just get out of control. Now, as you see, I'm not with the Turbo S, and no, I'm not at ES Motor UK. However, this video is going to be a little bit different, and I want to take you back about a month and a half ago to when the ES Motor UK boys travelled over to ES Motor in Turkey, the headquarters of ES Motor, to meet Emre, the owner of ES Motor. Now, the boys basically travel over there to give you guys an insight into what happens at the headquarters, where my actual engine is, all the parts going on my car, and also a little bit more of an insight to who Emre is, the owner of ES Motor, and what goes on there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hand you over to the guys in Turkey, which was about a month and a half ago, so this is all back to front, and then I'm gonna meet you at the end of the video to give you some really cool info and an update, so you don't wanna miss what's at the end of the video, right? So remember, I'm telling you this now because things have kind of changed from what you're about to see. Anyway, I'll hand it over to Amir from ES Motor UK.
So we are here in Turkey and we are looking at Jamie's engine with Emre, the main man.
Hello
Mr.
again.
ES Motor himself. Ibars is working away in the background there on Jamie's engine. And as you can see, we have his goodies here. So Emre will talk through a few bits and pieces.
Yeah, basically now we are stripping the engine apart, and then we will clean up the parts, and then we'll go one by one.
Yeah.
He's getting upgraded pistons, rods, head studs, CNC head porting, and our billet intake manifold with our basically 850 kit, which is based on the Garrett turbochargers and external wastegate and our exhaust manifolds.
Yeah.
So yeah, the engine will be split apart, and then we'll go to machine shop to install sleeves and stuff. Mm-hmm. And then head will be ported like this one. This is a sample head. Mm-hmm. We did for another customer. Since his head is down here, I just put this one to show.
Yeah, sure.
It has our porting on the intake and exhaust sides, mm-hmm. and combustion chamber polishing.
And this is a standard Turbo S head?
Yeah, this is a Turbo S head with our upgrades on it. And
so with the porting, that's going to help increase top end power.
Yeah, I mean, it helps.
To the people,
yeah, it helps all the way on the power band.
Yeah.
It just increases the flow in and out to the engine. So, because the stock heads is quite restrictive in terms of flow, they think about the response and emissions and some other aspects. Yeah, for more flow, we port the heads, and then we match it with our billet intake manifold. Mm-hmm. Yeah, upgraded head stud, rods, pistons, DLC coated special rear spins, nice. And Garrett turbochargers, G series, and our exhaust manifold. Just these are some of the components.
With the 991s, the head studs are quite important, aren't they?
Stock stud is also a bit beefy, but of course we make it a different material, and then we torque it to different specs to help with the head gasket sealing. So we can push more boost and more power without worrying about blowing the gaskets and stuff. Yeah, basically, to summarize this, that's it.
Yeah, Jamie's getting power. Basically.
Yeah, he's getting power.
Jamie, get ready for it, bro.
Yeah, get ready.
And these components, are they lighter than stock as well?
It's hard to say that because, you know, we try to minimize the weight as much as we can, but since we are looking for much power, the stock, it's quite beefy. It's our custom design. Mm-hmm. it's not light as the stock one, but it's not very heavy as well. But
Sure.
yeah,
Yeah,
this is we have to do. You know, we have to.
It's strong enough to take the power. That's the main
Exactly.
thing,
We have to think about that. Yeah.
And the intake manifolds are all CNC machined.
Yeah, exactly. This is also only one part of it, and there's the center section and the other section as well. It will be welded and painted once we assemble the engine on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. To summarize, basically, that's it.
Yeah. So Jamie's getting his power upgrade. So what will happen once they've done all of that? This engine will be put together, and it's going to go into.
It will be going on our car.
Yes.
And will be dynoed, tested, tuned, and then make sure everything is okay, and then box it up and ship to
it
UK.
back.
Yeah. Get ready, Jamie.
Yeah, that's it. So this is Emre's 901 shop car, which is basically used to test all their engines and everything in. So whenever an engine is built, it's put into that car on the dyno. They do the full process again of checking for any leaks and any other issues that might arise. And once they're happy with it, they will then put it on the dyno and tune it up to a certain power level.
Exactly.
And then once Emre's happy with that, then it gets boxed up and shipped to wherever in the whole world. So
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, I mean at the minute I think there's around about 15 engines. I think you said.
Yeah, now pending. Yeah, we have
Yeah.
a couple of them here, and a couple of them in the machine shop. We'll go around and I'll show you what else we have cooking. We have some couple interesting bits out down there. So yeah.
Yeah, we'll take a look as well.
Yeah,
Cool.
let's take a look down there. So this is the engine room, let's say.
Okay.
And here is our chief mechanic, workshop mechanic, Köksal. Now currently one of the engines we are working on is the 930 turbo. We are making the twin turbo conversion with port fuel injection and coil on plug and Cyvex standalone ECU and some other bits. We are looking to improve the response of the engine because it's a single turbo. It's quite
laggy.
Yeah. So with the two small
kick.
turbos, we are aiming to increase the response and the drivability. So it will be a really nice project.
It's a great conversion for these air-cooled cars to just bring them, to modernize them, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, with the standalone ECU and with a Bluetooth module from Cyvex, basically the customer even can monitor some temperatures and stuff from his cell phone if he ever wants. He's an enthusiast as well. So, and the second thing also, the main thing actually, we want to improve the response. That's why we put two small turbos. Sure. So it can be drivable even better.
Epic.
Yeah, and then we do some paint job also on the cylinder head covers and stuff. Yeah, it will be a fun project.
I see something special behind you as well.
Yeah,
Some big turbo
that one is special. It's one of my spare engines. We're trying two Garrett G42 turbos. First time we are testing these with Turbo Smart electronic wastegates. The first time ever. We'll be using those. And in a special 991 engine that revs to 9,000 RPM.
That's going to be mad.
With dry sump.
That's literally going to be epic.
Oil pump and oil system.
And I don't know if you guys heard there or not, but if you heard him, he says one of his spare engines.
Yeah, exactly.
Obviously, this is another engine that's going into research and development, just like some of the other builds. So obviously, rather than put something out straight to the customer, it will be built, tested again, and then once the results are exactly where they need to be, then it will go into production for customers out there. So yeah, it's a lot of R&D behind the scenes. I see there's some other engines from the UK.
These came from you a couple weeks ago, I guess, and then this one.
Some more builds in the UK happening. So
more builds from UK coming in, and this is your blue car engine.
Yes.
Came in for a refresh after a long race season.
Yeah, that car was
with many races.
So we didn't have any issues with it, but it was just better before anything breaks to get it refreshed. And
yeah, I mean, after a long upgrade season, it's always best to refresh things before it breaks up and gets a more catastrophic
failure.
failure.
And then with the development into other engines like this, there's other similar changes that we might be making to that as well.
Yeah,
soon,
we'll do
so.
some couple bonus upgrades to you for
Yeah.
sure. Yes, yeah,
We'll
we
find
never
out for
stop
sure.
testing things. And this one is a brand new block. We'll be doing some upgrades on this one as well.
So, guys, I mean, you guys are seeing the engines in their pretty much raw form, but there's 3, 4, 5 probably engines here
And
that you'll
then
be seeing.
there is 4 more inside.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. And then out of the ones that are here, about 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think 5 are going back to the UK. So you see the engines now, and then you see them on the OG battles later on this year. So yeah, you can see them flying about and seeing what it's all about and how it transitions onto the road. So yeah, no, it's a pretty good insight onto how it works and everything like
Yeah,
that.
exactly. I mean, we use our own design components,
Mm-hmm.
like the pistons, they're our
Yeah.
own design, rods also our own design, and the intake manifold also with our own design. We tested many things on our car, and then every time we want to test something else, you know, we change the design, tested it, we changed the design, tested it, and so on.
Sure.
So, you know, we are trying
What's the most power that's been out of a 991 engine now?
I think it was 1550. It's one of my spare engines which is inside.
Yeah.
1550 at the wheels here on the dyno, but hopefully this boy
Yeah.
will make more power. We are aiming for 1800.
Yeah,
but
with those turbos, that's going to be mad.
we'll see
That's
how
gonna
it
be
goes.
crazy.
You know, it never goes according to the plan.
Yeah,
but,
yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah.
We'll see.
Jamie, maybe you can go for these turbos later.
So as you see, guys, my car is going to be an absolute weapon, and I just want to give a massive shout out to the boys from ES Motor UK for giving us this insight and obviously, you know, sharing ES Motor in Turkey with you guys. And of course, the biggest shout out to Emre, the wizard behind all the craziness that goes on at ES Motor, the man, the myth, the legend himself. And yeah, guys, I've got some info to give you. So since that video, as I said, that was about a month and a half ago, things have changed, and things have changed drastically. The ES850 package, or the ES900 package that we were gonna put on the car has now changed. And guys, we're going all out. Now, I'm not gonna tell you too much, but just trust me when I say, my build has now been taken to the next level. My engine is here back in England, and within about a week or two, I'm gonna be at ES Motor UK talking you through exactly what has went on and the crazy build we are now going for with my 911 Turbo S. And most importantly, I don't want you to think that this is gonna drag on any longer. Everything is pretty much done and ready, and we're ready for the fun bits. So guys, stay tuned for the next video. Once again, a massive shout out to ES Motor and ES Motor UK. All links to those boys will be found down below in the description. The best Porsche tuners in the business, the world's fastest Porsches, the world's craziest Porsches, the world's quickest Porsches. Yeah, massive shout out to them. And guys, if you have enjoyed today's video, smash that subscribe button, and we will be back with more 911 Turbo S content very soon. Peace out.